Bartender said it's on the house. You make me wanna fall in love. The weather felt better when we were in it together. Oh, I miss the way we used to talk about nothing. I hate to say I should have seen it coming. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer, I know you'll leave me, 'cause loving me is the deep sea. If you wanted to talk, you would've texted. If I wanted to stop, I would've let it go. But I get it, it's alright, 'cause I can't keep my shit together. Safe, you can't debate that. Don't want shit to get better, 'cause it made me forget it all and I hate that. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep it. It got harder than you thought it would be. You stopped loving me on the dark nights. Now you won't kiss me in the sunlight. Last summer, I know you'll leave me, 'cause loving me is the deep sea.
I will never rest until I'm dead, no good at pacing. Push me past my breaking point, but it don't even faze me. You think you got me beat, I guess you don't know who you're facing. I got places to go and you know I'm gonna make it. Adrenaline is pumping, feel it running through my veins, and feel the rhythm in my bones. I put my soul down on the pavement. Nothing can slow me down, I'm coming, so don't look now, girl. I'm a run like it, coming, ignoring all the warnings, so don't look now, girl. I'm a run like it. Yeah, you think you know, you think that you can do it better. When the walls are closing in, I know that I can stand the pressure. You can keep on throwing more, there's not a storm that I can weather. I'm not gonna lie, I might be fueled by my aggression. It can make me lose my mind, I guess I never learned my lesson. In the end, I won't give in, enough for this that I invest in. But it's hard to breathe, I will not leave. Nothing can slow me down, I'm coming, so don't look now, girl. Oh, I got lost on the way to you.
Welcome to the Goose House's weekly skirmishes. We're your hosts, Raihan and Scovid. We are going to be bringing you some 5v5 customs. This is Plat, lobbies, and below. So the teams we're going to be seeing first are Team A's versus Team Loic. Now, we have seen A's play quite a few times in this tournament before, but I haven't actually seen Loic too much, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do. And you never know. We're still waiting on things like map bans, and I don't know how this is going to go. I mean, hey, what do you think, Lo? What do you think?
I mean, I'm actually pretty excited for lowers. I think they're a lot more interesting compared to the uppers, just with the range of diversity you see. Like, obviously, with the higher elo, you expect these like really intense plans and these like thought process that go into every minute detail. But you could see some wild things happens in lowers, and even uncommon like agent picks and map picks and everything. So I'm
All
pretty
right,
excited.
so we're going to be going into the game now. Our first map choice is going to be Ascent. Now, Scovid, what are you thinking about these agent choices so far? We're seeing a consistent choice of Killjoy and maybe a Viper. We saw someone hovering over Viper previously. We just now need to wait and see how it goes.
Uh, I quite like these picks. I think these are all very like standard ascent picks, especially with the Sova and KJ. With the KJ setups normally just holding down every side, and just the Sova is just a common pick for intel gathering in general. I am not too sure about the Viper though. I haven't seen her played that much in Ascent, so I haven't really got any comment. Phoenix is very popular now recently, actually, ever since the flash buffs.
I've always
So
been a fan of Phoenix, so I'm looking forward to seeing this. I'm looking forward to seeing what 3 by 1600 DPI is going to do.
yeah, I think these are all very solid picks. I'm liking the attacking defense roster, and I actually do like the defenders as well. I'm not too sure about the Viper pick, but that's just my own opinion because I'm not too used to seeing her on Ascent.
I feel like Viper's a consistently strong pick. I mean, we see it in the high elos
Select
quite a
your
lot,
agent.
and we're seeing lower elo plays more. And Team Loic, unsure on their team. I think they're still discussing it, but we're gonna be seeing them lock in now. A choice of Brimstone over Viper. Sova as their initiator, Sage as their sentinel, and Jet and Raze. They don't have any flashes here, so I wonder how they're gonna do compared to Team A's, they only have one flash bug that could be useful, especially when entering on sites, especially through things like the brimstone smokes.
Yeah,
And
I mean, I
yeah,
think the attacker sides very clearly shows they kind of set up very aggressive, especially with the brimstone smokes and the Gen Ray's entry as well. Defending side then gives me a lot more of like slower playing kind of lurking picks, especially with a Viper, being able to put up that wall and just have constant pressure whilst being able to put yourself in other parts of the map. So these are all very good picks. I think they very much align with the side that they've chosen. But it'll be interesting to see how these change over once they switch sides.
absolutely. And going back a little bit, I think Ascent is a solid, just an absolute solid pick. It's it's more defender geared, and that we can see that in the agent choices. We have agents that can lock down sites. like the Sage, Killjoy, and Viper pick. So we're going to be seeing things like a lot of mollies, a lot of slows. They're just going to be forcing people off the site. And I feel like for initiators, Fade and Sova are going to be really good choices. Of course, their whole thing is gathering intel, but at the same time, they have ways to slow down. Fade has her prowlers, Sova has things like shock darts, and of course, when you scan someone, people aren't going to be continuously running in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think a really important thing to remember here is the difference with intel gathering. Obviously, Sova with his drone allows for a lot more slow play-by-plays on these like entries, being able to clear extra corners that maybe your dart wouldn't hit. Whereas Fade is simply once that eye hits that part, you're either revealed or you're not, which I think could lead to a few fatal mistakes on entry. But again, these are both very solid picks. I'm very big fan of the attackers, very aggressive combo and team composition.
Yeah.
And even the map itself, Haven is a Haven Ascent. Ascent is a very good map. I think it gives a lot of a chance to play by play.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a push more towards the mid side with one lurking around A. Now, I'm just wondering, I'm wondering what that lurker will be able to do. It's just Raze, just waiting to see if Sage or Viper will go for an aggressive peek while the rest go through tree, and that'll be the first pick. They're now going to be looking for Viper, seeing if they can get that pick. They don't know if anyone else is on site, but we're now seeing A's making the quick rotate through CT on site.
It's going to get running gun down.
That's unfortunate. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how you run the fight. You want to be running people down. You don't want to give them a chance to even react before they get like double headshot. A really nice low flash and the double right click to take the kill. Team A's is low. It's a 1v4 and that is gonna be it for the round.
Yeah, it's a very clean sweep. Just like we were talking about the info gathering with the util, you could obviously see that the Fade played B side there to clear B main, whereas the Phoenix side of mid took a very passive approach, hoping to catch them if they push into market, but left it uncontested and they just walked straight up through market. Yeah. Sorry, not market, they walked straight up through tree uncontested and even outflanked.
Absolutely, and of course having the one Raze just sitting behind, just lurking to see if anyone pushes up is such a smart play from Team Loic, honestly. Because now, hey, it worked really well. They were able to make a little bit of a distraction. The others were able to push up tree, and now this time we're seeing some more close range guns. So we're seeing Spectres, we're seeing Buckies, and that's going to be the first pick from Team Loic. Taking out Fade, no more intel. And there's another one. That's 2 down. There's a Killjoy down, so that means no more mollies, no more turret.
Oh, Sage gets a repick.
That was really well played. They want to get this gun, but it's going to be hard. Really good 3-peek to catch one person being aggressive. They now have a Bucky and Spectre. They're going to try to make their way onto site, but there's a wall in the way. Very well played from Team Loic. Also, having one sitting in main, that can catch people by surprise. Flanking them.
Last player standing.
It worked. It really did work. It's now just... It was just Sage. No chance, unfortunately. Playing Crossfire from both sides, it just doesn't... It leaves you in such an awkward place, especially with a Bucky.
Oh, absolutely. But it was looking a bit rough for the attackers there, because obviously, as we were talking about their team compositions and the aggression that they give, you could see it almost come back to bite them with that very aggressive kind of CT push, in which 2 of them were picked off. That could have almost cost them around there, but luckily they managed to hold down the side.
Yeah,
but I am a big fan of these kind of like slow burn into a very aggressive push.
Yeah.
So I think
it's working. It is working quite well.
It'll be interesting now to see what happens on the buy round.
Yeah, we're going to see a slow little push. They're playing default here, but Sage sitting in mid, this could be a really risky play, especially when you're on a saver round. You do not want to be playing longer ranges on saver guns. That's going to be the first pick from mid.
Very interesting setup. Very interesting setup here.
They're just waiting on picks right now. I think Team A's is playing this really well, playing the distance, playing the range game right now, waiting to find these little picks, and it seems to be working. They are currently in a 5v3. This is going to be a mountain to climb for Loic, but they're able to find their first pick. That's Sage down. No more heals.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect play from the Brimstone there to give that smoke that caused that rotate for the Race and pick him off in Garden, which now frees up another site. Or, oh, are they rotating for this?
They're going to be playing a slow game, holding a few in mid and trying to get towards A. Oh, Iris almost missing their shots, but they were able to get the headshot in the end. It is now a 4v2. This is going to be a struggle for Loic. It's now a 1v4. What are they able to do? Are they able to get the pick? No! They are going to get gunned down.
Oh, it was very unfortunate for Team Lock, and I actually very like the fact that, just as we were talking about the pre-map, sorry, not pre-map, pre-agents pick, that Team Eyes are playing kind of their setup perfectly, not getting too aggressive, not getting too greedy. Unfortunate with the Sage getting caught mid, but
yeah,
you know, with the numbers they had, they could afford to lose and still have sites on lockdown. So I'm very much a big fan about the fact that they're just not getting greedy, they're holding their sites, and they're holding their angles.
yeah. Now, this is their chance to slowly bring it back. It's not much of a disadvantage, 2-1 for A's, but both teams are now on a bye round. This might be a bit more of a struggle than the last one. It was a 4v1 in the end on the last one.
Yeah.
But now, I don't think it'll be anywhere near that.
Fade Prowler mid for info, but I think it just falls short of the Brimstone Silva, so they might end up assuming that mid is still clear.
Yep,
Jump peaks.
Nice jump peaks. That's of course something you have to do. You don't want to risk getting shot. It just gives you better intel, of course. And these nice little pre-fires. Is Loic able to get anything? Not quite. The others were sitting at CT with one of the logs.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, the double headshots. Iris playing really well right now. That was so essential for the team. Taking out 2, reducing the numbers just so they could get that final swarm.
Yeah, that was a perfect hold by KJ. I mean, like I talked before, I'm a big fan of KJ picks on this map. Just the ability they have with their mollies to hold down the side and even push the Jet and others into more unfavorable gunfights.
Yeah.
Just puts the side on complete lockdown. And Fade's kind of suck bungee thing as well is really good, actually. It managed to capture Brimstone, stopping him from pushing him main. I think it caused the Race to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was perfectly played.
Now, we need to keep in mind Loic is going to be struggling a little bit. They're on a saver. We're seeing a mix of range and close range, long range and close range guns with a Stinger to a Marshall. I'm wondering how this is going to go. We see one thing in mid just looking for one pick with the Marshall. Are they able to find it? Fade's going to peek into it, but just moving back in time, not going to get shot. And it's just, I don't think they're going to re-peek that. They're just going to play for main, play and see if Killjoy finds anyone.
Well, I think Team Loic have kind of learned their lesson about their very heavy aggressions after costing them the last 2 rounds. So I think they're going to play it a bit more slow before they use that hyper aggression to get on the side. And the Race sending it.
Oh. I thought we were going to see a trick shot for a moment there. Honestly, I was expecting just the no scope for the Marshall. That would have been great, but I'm not too sure how well that would have worked out.
I saw it in my mind. I saw it for a split second. I saw the play. Oh.
Ooh, I do like going for an off angle just to see if they can get a pick. Even if they didn't find anyone, it's now the threat of, hey, are they still there? That's 101 damage, but Iris is able to find the pick once again.
And this has not been going very well for the attackers here. Ooh, Phoenix
Nice
flash.
flash from Phoenix. Flashing, covering both sides, including the cubby. It just means that, they're able to clear more space. That Phoenix flash, buffed recently, it's now much faster. You need to be careful. Sometimes you will not be able to react, as we saw there, just getting fully flashed in that cubby and just having to hide in the corner. But
oh, absolutely. I think with the kind of speed update they added with the quicker burn flash, it's made Phoenix a lot more viable on these type of maps and these close angles.
yeah.
And I think it was a wonderful addition for his character. Really bring out strengths and just made it more viable now.
Now, speaking of Phoenix, as a result, we're gonna see an almost full A push. The ult is out. Let's see what he's able to get. Surprisingly, he's not going for a very aggressive rush. He went through mid, but not able to find anyone. How unfortunate, because all of the others were sitting on A.
I'd actually argue that was a really good Phoenix ult because it gave him information that B main is completely clear. They don't see anything mid. And with the setup going on with A right now, that it has to be a heavy A push. Oh my god.
The trigger discipline, only able to get 1, but that damage is significant, taking Viper down to 33%. That causes her to be much less of a threat as she was before because, of course, Viper is a scary agent to deal with. She has her mollies,
Oh.
and if you can get rid of her as early as possible, it's so useful. Ooh, how unlucky. Almost getting the res off. They got it, but at the cost of their own life.
Yeah, this fatal went out very early in bomb plant. Oh my god.
Now it's just waiting. You're trying to find these little picks, and unfortunately missing the spray down. Team Loic able to get the team ace.
Yep,
Very
it
well
was
played.
very great play. I was very much liking the fact that they're starting to abuse mid a bit more now. You saw that TGH just kind of lurked up mid, completely uncontested, straight up into tree and just caught the Sage, or sorry, Viper from behind.
Yeah.
So this is what I mean as well. These intel gathering agents, you know, they're good, but they're needed in the right spots. And even with that Phoenix ult as well, clearing out B main just gave him complete info that it had to be A and that they rotated. But sadly, the heavy stack just was not enough to contain the push.
Yep. Now, looking at Team Loic, they've got everyone buying apart from their Brimstone. That might be a pretty good play on their behalf. If Brimstone's not able to afford, luckily he's going to be one of the agents sitting more towards the back. He's mostly going in with the support. He's got the smokes, he's got the stim. And let's see what they're able to get with the ult.
No.
Let's hope it's not a waste. They're getting stopped by the turret. Oh no!
KJ ult holding it down.
Very well played from Killjoy, just stopping them with the molly, stopping them with the turret, and they're going to take quite a bit of damage with the vulnerability. That they're going to get lit. Now, they need to be careful.
Now KJ ult goes down as well to contain the push. Silver ult comes to counter it though. Does it? Yeah, it does.
This is a so roll between a 1v5 though. They unfortunately got flawless.
Yeah, this just goes back just to the previous example I was talking about, that those KJ side holds are almost impossible to crack open.
Yeah.
But, you know, you really need that heavy coordination to just break through it.
Yeah. Or in a lot of teams' cases, a lot of teams have been picking KO recently just to completely shut down Killjoy on these types of maps. Especially the smaller ones where you will just get trapped by those mollies.
Absolutely. We noticed there as well, even the turret was maintaining quite a bit of time just by stopping the push and holding it with that ult.
Yeah. Now, it's just once again having 2 in mid, having the rest go A. This is a play we've seen quite a few times, and something that has worked for Loic before, especially on their eco rounds where it allowed them to just find those little picks and get those guns.
Absolutely, I'm very much liking the fact that even if they just threw the eye there, it means they're starting to learn about these mid pushes and how to contain them.
Yep. Now,
this is a very interesting setup though, the Viper ult on A.
It just shuts it down. It kind of forces them to go B. The ult is interesting because it seems to cover more of tree, but that is still such a massive threat that they're going to try to push towards B, going through mid. Are they able to find a pick?
Oh, Iris gets tagged.
Now, is that Sage going to be found? No, Sage gets to hide in tree for a little bit longer.
The only information for the Fade Dog is on them to push up close as well. Oh, Hysteria could not find the connection.
It's now just looking for those little picks. Remember, Team Loic are on a lighter buy than Team A's. They need to be hitting these shots. They need to be catching Team A's by surprise, and if they're not able to, then unfortunately they're just gonna lose their guns. They're gonna lose their econ.
Oh,
there's a stim beacon. They whiffed. It's so sad. I know how that feels. It feels so rough when that happens. But let's see. Unfortunately, Sova was not able to get the pick, and Brimstone is probably going to have to save it unless they get gunned down.
A very unfortunate timing with that eye. He shot just before to break it.
Yep. You have to wait until the face fully appears, otherwise it doesn't break.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is a mistake that a lot of people make.
I think it's very interesting, just that play-by-play on the round there. They managed to get the KJ pick, which shut down the side for them, but I think they must have expected a very heavy stack on side B, because you could see they were kind of nervous about entering in, which just led to the defenders just pulling down that side and shutting it down, getting those picks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, they're going to go for a full A-rush this time. No one chilling in mid. Everyone is going to try going. Let's see, is it going to be a fast or a slow one? Let's see how this goes. Oh no, Boombot. That's going to be way harder to clear out the side now.
Very interesting. I think the defenders are preferring to choose a retake here. Oh, never mind. They have a Phoenix inside the orb.
Ooh, this
Doesn't
is a
clear
nice
him.
play.
Oh,
That could have been risky, but they don't know where he is. They didn't check him. They didn't check him properly. He's only able to get one pick. If he was able to get multiple, that would have been beautiful.
Oh!
But that damage, that impact on the round, he's coming back. He's coming back. It's not over for Phoenix yet.
it was a very unfortunate time for that Viper pit to go down. I wonder if that was accidental miscommunication.
Right here.
It's now a 5v3 for Team A's. As long as they play time, as long as they play safe, they can make it a real struggle for Team Low to be able to find anything. There's a Prowler. Sova now has no vision. This is going to be a struggle.
Standing.
Oh,
Mid.
The collateral, it's now just Sova on his own.
30
This
seconds
is a
left.
familiar sight, unfortunately. We've seen this before. A 5v1, what is he able to do here?
I think in this situation, the best thing you can do is decide to try to play for picks or the save, but I think he's aware that they're starting to close in on him, even from mid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There's
a
one
first.
pick.
10 seconds left.
Waiting for the eye to appear this time. Instead of shooting it early, they're able to get the pick. Phoenix on behind, and that's going to be a headshot. That's going to be the end of the round. Ace is playing really well. They're playing really well coordinated right now, too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of their kind of play-by-play right now. They're really playing this smart and just containing with absolute efficiency. Not getting too greedy, know where they can go for the safe pushes to just lurk, flank, even just hold down the sides. Especially that Phoenix inside the Viper. It's unfortunate the orb went down early, but that went up for another 5 seconds and they decided the entry in right there. That could have been a very fatal.
No. Hey, we're in round 10. We're slowly getting towards the end of this half. Team Loic want to pull in a few more rounds because if you're able to get close to an advantage or even halfway, because it's more of a defender-sided map, it'll make it quite a bit easy. But let's see what Phoenix is able to do. Let's see his trigger discipline.
Oh,
That's one. That's gonna be two. Oh no, it isn't. They win. That's so unfortunate. No, Phoenix.
oh.
Unfortunately, he was not able to get the spray down, and I think he panicked, so he wasn't able to reset it enough. We saw he tried to take a break and then shoot back again, but he just did it too fast, so the recoil did not reset, and now
That's
Team A's
so
are
unfortunate.
they're still at an advantage, but that's just so unfortunate.
It's especially the fact that he managed to get himself and wine undetected as well. That could have been even 3 right there. Oh. Stereo's holding it down though.
Yeah, Team A's, they do
30
not let
seconds
go of their saves. Most of the rounds they've won, Team Loic have not even been able to enter properly. They haven't been able to get the plant down.
Yeah, especially with that Viper orb outside A as well. You can see it stopped a lot of their pushes and just make them think twice before entering.
Yep, I think we're going to see a save here. Unfortunately, it's going to be too hard for Team Loic to find anything. They're going to just play it safe. Now, we're just going to see them hide. Or in Raze's case, going to go for an aggressive pusher, see what they're able to get. Sage versus Raze, and unfortunately...
I think that Sage waited till the timer went down, actually, just for that extra economy bonus.
That was so smart, just to crush their economy even more. We can see now there's quite a few people that are having to save. Is that going to be 3 saves? We're going to see a Bulldog choice instead of a Vandal. Toaster is not going to risk it.
Yeah, we can very much see that this hyper-aggressive pick that the attackers took for the first half is starting to become very mellowed out. You can see now that they're not as excited as they were in the first 2 rounds to just go full in. They're very much skeptical now, and it's starting to hurt their team composition.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting setup.
Playing mostly towards B with one just lurking around mid. Are they able to find it?
It almost gets the timing.
How unfortunate. I mean, that little bit of damage is always useful. Take Sage's shield down a bit. Now, if she gets headshot by Phantom, she's gone.
Phoenix open B main.
Ooh, the flank.
Down B.
Nice play. Now, we're looking at a really even game. Now, Team Loic have the advantage.
Oh.
This is something they haven't been able to see in a bit. They were able to execute onto site properly. Now, Team
Oh!
Ace is going to struggle. Unless they hit these shots like we're seeing right now.
Yeah, I think it was very good use of util right there, even with that Brim ult as well. Just getting rid of that cage and just say, screw this setup, it's worth getting side.
Yep. Are they going to check Brim on logs though? We're seeing the pre-fires, but none of them are hitting. They're so close. Ooh, going in between the walls.
Oh!
That did reveal both players. Now, if motivation looked, they might have been able to see where both players are. It's now a 1v1. Are they able to get it? There's a Sova ult. This could be it.
He just... Oh, pops off.
Oh.
Wait for that. Oh! He doesn't go for the last hit.
They pulled their knife out. If they had their gun out, that could have been winnable, but they had to get back to that spike. They had to go for the they had to go for it.
Well, wow, sorry, actually, so much went on that round, actually. I'm just trying to decompress it right now.
Yeah.
Very much, we're seeing again that mid-pressure from the Jet, just being able to lurk up uncontested, put pressure on the Sage and Viper, which made them double up, and the Fade, as you can see, that was in kind of B market, was just panicking between trying to hold down the smoke and then the Jet coming up behind them. So we're seeing a lot of that abusive mid-pressure.
I love Phoenix's play. He's put that. He's got brought up and then requested the vandal to put on the side just in case they aggressive. He's able to get the. He's
going for another.
To get the shot. Is he able to get a third? He's looking for it. He's looking for it, but he doesn't know Brimstone's in cubby.
Brim's gonna smoke it instead of peeking it. It's probably the smarter play here. Oh, neither of them connect.
Oh no!
And he pulls out the
Brimstone
Brim
back
Molly.
into a corner.
Headshot.
Oh, a Toaster with the lurk mid again.
But how well is it going to work? Toaster's going to have to ace here. This is going to be a struggle. They're on the back foot right now. He's going to go through CT. But they're not actually checking CT much. They have Viper watching, but the rest of the team is...
Oh, senses it.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I would very much like to talk about that Viper Molly that landed perfectly in that Brim corner. That was amazing.
Honestly, that Viper has been consistently hitting these molly trick shots. I've been seeing it all throughout. It's like the geometry is perfect. They've been studying, just looking for the perfect angles, and I'm loving it. Are we going to see some lineups though? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, but actually, this is one of the things I think I'm most excited for is the lineups afterwards, especially with the combination of a KJ and a Viper, double lineups. I would not want to be on the enemy team.
Oh no, me either. Especially like trying to defend this might be hard. Their defense might struggle a bit.
I'll find you.
Phoenix looking for an entry. He's going for the orbs because he has one of the shorts. So six ult points to get that, and it's basically a free push for your whole team.
Good information gathering from the Rays right there, actually showing that they're all outside B main.
Yep.
They're gonna group up here? They're just gonna go for a heavy group into market. I mean, sorry, Garden.
I mean, as long as they don't get collapsed, they'll be alright. Sage has walled them up! Sage walled them on top of it, but they got shot themselves. They now need to retreat back to CT.
Very interesting here. That wall doesn't contain them very long.
That's one pick. It's now dead even right now. Phoenix can heal himself. He still has his hot hands available. But will they push on in time? Ooh, that was so close. We have one heaven. We have one in tree.
Oh,
is Phoenix
reloading.
Player standing.
Oh my god, down to a 1v1 now. I think that Phoenix Molly accidentally might have broken the... Oh no, it didn't.
Ooh.
Jet's gonna be weird.
The attack helicopter coming in. Oh no, you had to... Oh, that's so unfortunate, having to reload. Getting hit by the attack helicopter. Well played for Toaster, able to draw the round.
Sorry, that was just that was very interesting mid push into A side, and Silver really came through there with the shock darts and the frenzy combination. I think I saw on the kill feed he got one with the shock darts. Yeah. Especially when they're bunched up in that small little gathering to jump over in those tight corners. It's where the shock dart really truly shines.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Team Loic do have the buy. We're seeing some of them going for lighter buys. I saw a Stinger and Ghost, but that Stinger has now gone to a Spectre
I've seen
instead.
the Ares Sova setup right now where he just starts into B main. I wonder tries to wallbang through it.
Don't forget the judge. Don't forget
Oh,
the
yeah.
judge. This might be a bit of a struggle here. What are they able to
Oh,
do? They
they must see him
know.
through the smoke. Must be a gap in the smoke that they can see through.
They don't know about Brimstone though. If Brimstone hides, they will probably run right past him.
Oh, Sova Dart for good info.
Now, one person on Team A's is running a Marshall, so that might screw up their economy a bit if they lose. They have to rely on getting this win here. That's going to be one
Oh,
hit.
perfect
for
bait
Team
out
Low.
with the Sova.
Do not re-peek that, otherwise you are most certainly going to die. You're minus 101 now.
Oh, hits the sage behind him.
Brimstone thanking his stars right now because that was
Ooh.
close.
Spike down.
Phoenix is playing insanely well with this Marshall.
Oh,
But
grenade.
grenades and a shotgun. What can you do? You just got boxed in there.
Very, very unfortunate with that lurk coming out from B main. I am kind of liking that on these sides that if they think they hear a very kind of full push on A side, that they immediately try to take pressure on B. And as you can see right there, the races came perfectly behind. But I
Really
was
good
a very big fan of the Phoenix Marshall pick. I mean, he's got ult now already, with just those hero picks that he got up on that. Not sure if that was a force round for him.
That was.
He just went for a hero
he
round.
forced in the Marshall, and
Oh.
now he's actually able to fully afford his abilities.
Oh.
Just because of those picks. I mean, I understand you have to go for it. Is Brimstone able to get any picks? No, he got pushed by Phoenix. So Phoenix just said, "Enough is enough. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of these kills."
Not very happy with the wallbang attempt. He just pushed straight through and just said,
Planted.
"Give me that."
I don't think he managed to hit many of them. He got a little bit of damage, but it just didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Phoenix
I think he's
on
up
for
for
the
it.
ace. Is he able to get it? He's looking. He's searching.
Oh,
he
he
knows
sees the
Brimstone's
Brimstone.
in market.
No.
Oh, that would have been such a nice ace. Unfortunately, not able to get it, but that's fine because of that massive impact and the massive mental blow that Team Loic are gonna have to deal with now.
You know what? Actually, I am a very big kind of fan on the raise attempt right there.
Yeah, I love seeing that. I love
It's-
seeing those kinds
I think
of
it's
plays.
the best thing in these tournaments. Not even just lowers he's going to play the hires. It's just these individual like hero plays.
Yeah.
But
I mean-
yeah, very good fucking play from the Phoenix.
Yeah. Thing is with the race place, like if it works, it's gonna work really well. Unfortunately, in that case, it led to them getting the early pick.
Oh!
And once talking about an early pick, Phoenix is able to find one and just casually running back like nothing happened. Like he didn't just hit one of the cleanest shots I've seen. Just walking in, getting the headshot,
Brimstone.
getting the pick, and they're just gonna rotate off now.
I think are they leaving the KJ outside here to lurk it? Or is oh no, just a delay. He's just looking to see if there's anyone pushing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that Phoenix is back on for an ult again. I think he gets this orb outside A, and he can just ult straight into A side again.
Oh, that is gonna be a struggle.
Which I think that is their
Team.
plan right now. I think they're just going to get that Phoenix at ult orb. Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
I wonder if they'll check the wall before he ults.
I think after last time they probably will again, considering there were two on the wall last time.
Oh.
And the Fade is gonna find it. They're gonna get chased down by the Prowler here.
I do like that he's holding on to his ult here. He's not just burning it straight away into all those slow orbs and mollies.
Going for
And
the
they're going
double
for-
rotate. Will they have enough time though? Because remember, they'll have to push all the way through B site.
30
Well,
But
seconds.
full
no one's
rotation
holding it
should
right
be.
now.
It's up to Toaster here.
Let's see what Toast is able to get. Is that gonna be one?
Oh!
No! Unfortunately,
Oh.
just getting fully swarmed.
Raise grenade to the head.
Raise grenade. Will
Oh.
that stop Phoenix? No, Phoenix is gonna continue running.
Oh!
Player standing.
Loic!
10 seconds left.
Able to get the pick. Are we going to see it in the ace? If Phoenix has gotten almost 2 aces in a row. Is he able to secure it here? That I want to see it. I want to see the first ace. Come on. But Loic is going to play this safe. Just look for a pick. And I
Really
respect that
quick
he's
for
playing
those
quite
strikes.
slowly,
Oh.
but he's going to get
The timing.
flashed. Ooh, the timing.
Oh! He's trying to play around that gap in the wall.
Both players are so low here.
Oh, the fade util hits.
He's deaf. He needs to be careful now. Phoenix is gonna run in looking for that ace, and he's gonna get it. 3 by 1600 DPI. Going from a 4K into an ace, he's almost gonna get his ult. Immediately dropping 26 kills over almost double the person below him.
I mean, this is just fantastic performance from him.
Yeah.
I actually, sorry, I'm a bit lost for words right now. Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing performance right now. Like, he's really playing that early aggression and backing off and just taking a second just to cool off and use his head instead of just rushing in and just getting blindly traded out.
What rank is this man? He's playing so well. This is meant to be platinum below. I don't believe this.
I think
nice lineup from Fade.
Sova ult counter.
Sova ult. Good choice of Sova ult. Able to destroy Killjoy's ult. That would be worrying if they were able to just fully execute and getting locked down.
No, he goes for it again, gets another one.
I respect that. I like Phoenix's aggressive attempts because he's been hitting his shots really consistently today. He's having a really good aim day. Is that?
Oh!
Ooh, Iris as well. We're gonna see 2 players with such insane aim. Those headshots.
Oh!
The headshots. Scovid. I'm just watching these insane lineups, these insane headshots from this team. They're playing so well.
Do you know what? I love this type of thing. Just a very calm, collected, holding the angles, not like shaking the mouse around. You just kept it steady and you got his 2 holding it down. And he gets a turn 1 then.
He's able to get the 3K Scovid. This Team A's are playing really well coordinated.
Viper unfortunately gets caught in the spike explosion at the end. But yeah, I mean, a very good ult usage actually this round. Obviously the KJ ult pushed quite a few of them out of sight. Sova ult to counter it, but I guess at that point they must have thought that they'd taken a lot more heavier side control than the attackers actually did. So they kind of played very back, and then obviously the Fade ult didn't just open up side from them and just gave them the info that they needed.
Yeah.
But absolutely amazing plays, especially Iris holding down that flank with that KJ turret count hit.
Yeah. Brimstone has ult here. He could shut it down, but he's on B side. It's not going to reach that far, unfortunately.
Wait, they're going straight into the Raze with ult.
Ooh, but you've been tagged. Killjoy needs to be careful here.
Yeah, I'm getting... Oh.
They're just going to play back a little bit. They're going to play it safe. They do not want to get Brimstone ulted.
Oh, actually, my apologies. I did not use Fade ult. They also hit a really good eye, actually. Sorry, I saw a lot of trails.
Yeah.
Placing swarm grenade.
Now it's just trying to find a pick, but Team Loic playing a little bit back just to make sure that they don't just get picked off early. They're playing together. They're playing crossfire.
I know Loic wants to go for that Raze ult right now. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, let's see what he's able to get.
No, Rosa. Oh,
what a play! What a play! What a good entry there. It's now a 4v1. Team A's has that sheer majority. Let's see what Coxie is able to do.
oh my god! I mean, they played that perfectly.
Spike planted.
Yeah, there's no other way to put it. Unfortunately, they were not. Team Loic were not able to get that Raze ult. That would have been so big, considering they play so close together. That was some nice little damage, but unfortunately, no pick there. I respect the choice to save. You do not want to risk losing a gun, especially when you're on 12 to 6.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're on, yep.
Sorry, actually, I just I want to take a moment just to like break that down, seeing as they're going to the save and they don't seem to be chasing after that sage. But this is a very good example of what I meant with that Viper util. Like he put that orb up and then suddenly did not want to push straight into that orb just blindly and had someone hiding inside of it and just picked it out properly. Just the pressure that Viper gives is amazing.
Match point.
Absolutely. Now, if you look at the econ, Team Loic are gonna be struggling while Team A's have maxed out. Almost everyone there has maxed out. They could buy Orps if they wanted to, and they would be perfectly fine. We're gonna see a Sova with an Ares. I do love that. I do love that.
Oh my days! I mean, they've got 2 ults online as well for this last round, so this is you could not ask for a better situation for the attackers to be in. Besides all 5 ults.
This is going to be rough for Loic because Phoenix ult plus Fade ult is going to be so hard to break through.
Sova, he just can't find those connections with the Ares.
Unfortunately not. I think Team A's are playing it really well at the same time because they're sitting back just a little bit to make sure they don't get hit by it.
I'm not too sure if this Viper actually caught that Raze lurking. I think that wall may have played against him here.
They're looking for it. No, they know.
Yeah, they seem to be aware of it. Or
Never mind.
Oh!
They are now. They are now. But that's one pick. Are we going to see 2? No, just the one. It's now a 4v4. Team Loic really need to put it back. They really need to find it here.
Nope. Oh, Coxie gets another one. Actually pushes up B main, puts pressure on them now, trying to trap them.
They have to
Sova putting the Ares to use.
It's a 2v1, but remember, Phoenix is alive with ult. That's always a worry. He's got his first pick. It's now a 1v3. Will he be able to clutch up? That's the question. It's going to be a struggle here.
Going up. 30 seconds left.
Good wall, blocking off all vision.
Oh, and unfortunately can't find that last pick.
Well played to Team Loic. Able to start swarming in, able to find their picks. Are they able to start making the comeback? Because they were playing really well coordinated there. This is something they've needed, and it's something we saw quite a bit on attack. They were playing quite well. They were playing quite well coordinated on attack.
Oh, absolutely. Those first 3 rounds, they had very early aggression with good coordination. I think just that kind of stompage that they took for a little bit, I think it just really affected the mental. Just threw them shaky off. But, 12-7, more impossible comebacks have happened.
Absolutely. But Phoenix dropping 30?
Oh my days.
That is kind of rough. But are they going to get close to 3 ults now for 1 round? That's always worrying. That is always very worrying. If they're able to execute onto this site properly, it's going to be a big struggle for Team Loic to be able to hold it down.
Oh, but Viper catches the Sage and gets her ult online now.
Oh no. This is going to be hard.
No, it's up to the Sova to hold it.
Now, Sova might try to go for an early pick. He just needs to reduce the amount of people rushing in. There's the Phoenix ult. He's going to go high
Fade ult
backside.
as well. Oh, it doesn't hit him. Wait, they might not be aware of him.
No, because then there's no trails. Are they going to check?
Oh, I don't think they're aware of him.
Sage is going backside.
Oh!
They doubled up. Smart play, swinging together, and an ult. Look, Team Loic need to pull it together now. They need to play together, and they need to just try to find these. They need to try to pick off Viper, otherwise it's going to be a hard to win round.
Stereo coming with the lurk from mid actually just to mop up.
They know where he is. They heard the gunshot. They heard the gunshot. You're on 1 HP. Are you going to be able to survive?
Oh my god, it's like a horror movie.
It is absolutely like a horror movie. Scovin, I think this round could be over here. You're vulnerable and in decay. Team A's is going to take it 13-7. Phoenix was dominating through that. I mean, Scovid, that was insane. Especially, I want to shout out to the Phoenix. He was playing so well and so on point. The same with Fade. We saw they hit headshots almost every single time. And
I mean, I think everyone on the Team Ice's team actually just absolutely just pulled it together. I mean, every player on that team was commendable, from the Phoenix even all the way down to the KJ at the bottom, which had the site set up on B that you just, they didn't want to go for it. Just the pressure that they created was insane.
They genuinely just couldn't make it onto the site.
Absolutely. And even Iris as well. I want to give a big shout out to the Fade, who just played calm, played normally, and got his picks, especially with that intel and the usage of his utility. I think it was perfectly played from Team Eyes.
And not to discredit Team Loic, they were also playing so well. It's just, unfortunately, in places like defense, Team A's just constantly locked down the sites with a really solid choice of Viper and Killjoy, basically stopping them from being able to get onto the site at all. So Team Ace didn't really have to retake much at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, just the pressure was just insane. Even the Viper is a very great example with all their util. Just held it, played it perfectly. I don't think there's any other way to put it.
Yeah, yeah. Honest,
Oh,
right.
I think we're taking a break now. Is it?
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, going break.
Chase the wind and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, I live every day as if it's your last. All memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh. Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray why? Oh, baby, can you pray? It's every time you make time. It's only to the end, so pray tonight. So you won't no, yeah. Pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Gotta pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, pray, pray, pray for me and fast. Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray?
Beyond infinity and back again. On to them. Young dog and a talking. You know once in the shine, don't vex when you get married. Me nah make trouble stress my brain. Cut checks me, I cut to the chase. Start never second hand, never second in command. Never stopping for a second, talking weapon in a hand. Look a jump and sound, I go try and make statements. Don't test my patience. Start never second hand, never second in command. Never stopping for a second.
cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. Black and white, just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. Black and white.
I live a life without a meaning. I live a life without a sense. But once you've opened up my eyes, I started healing and made me find another chance. So I tried to survive all the pain inside my mind, but only God knows how to leave it all behind. We were bound at the start, now you're tearing me apart, and I'm the one to start the fight from once upon a time. Will I just keep floating away from this world? Pick me up, give me hope, let me say one more word. Heaven so far away tonight, but where the water meets the sky, we'll be alright. The world we left behind. Floating away from this world, pick me up, give me hope, let me say one more word. Heading so far away tonight, but where the water meets the sky, we'll be alright. The world we left behind. Heading so far away tonight, but where the water meets the sky, we'll be alright. The world we left behind.
Just tell me where you wanna go. Let me take you there. You see, I've been around the globe. I've seen a lot, but I wanna see what's above. I wanna see what's below. Just tell me where you wanna go. You can name the place, yeah, you can name the time. We can leave it all behind. No stop or rewind. Before we running out of time. I can see us both flying around, chilling in a boat right by the coast. I can see our clothes down on the floor. I can see it all, baby, we should go. Get set, go, take off.
And we're back from our break. Our next game is going to be Team A's versus Team Kai. So, if you were watching the stream before, we saw Team A's had a pretty dominating win with their Phoenix dropping around 32 kills. I'm wondering, are they going to be able to keep up that same consistency? Or will Team Kai be able to take it? What do you think?
I think this is going to be a fairly interesting one. I was very happy with Team I's kind of picks. I was very happy with the way they played it, even on defense to attack. So I think it'll be a good one and hopefully a close one.
All right, we're going to be getting into it. We're going to be seeing Bind as our main map. Now, Bind is going to be an interesting choice. We see a Chamber as one of their centers. Chamber, fun fact, he can teleport between each site if you put his teleport in a certain place. So if you put one around Hookah and one in Cubby, you can teleport between without having to use the actual teleporters that are there.
I think this is a very interesting team comp, seeing that they're going to go with the Reyna instead of the Raze. Kind of, Bind is Raze's map as it's kind of usually foretold, especially with all those like tight choke points with the nades. And I think everything else though that they're running is default. Fade is a great pick on this map. Brimstone, even Chamber.
Yeah.
Sage used to be a huge one. I'm not too sure since. A lot of people are saying that she's kind of fallen off due to some map changes, but I think it's still a very solid pick all around though. And I'm very much liking the attackers comp, very aggressive, kind of blowout into sight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a really similar team to what we had last time, except this time we're seeing a Chamber choice, which over Killjoy I can actually understand on this map, because Chamber's of course able to hold down. There's quite a bit. There's much longer sights, so let's say Chamber can sit on Heaven and then watch Main, for example, with when he gets his ult. The Phoenix is back though. Oh, that is scary. That is really scary.
I could not be more than happier actually to see the Phoenix pick again. He's really sticking to it this tournament.
The same here. I love Phoenix so much.
But this is a very interesting team comp though. Like obviously when we start from T's eyes, they play like a very more kind of subtle, very mixed balance with good aggression and good defense with all their util. But this one now seems to be a lot more aggressive, kind of blowout into side. obviously, especially with the rays and the brimstone smokes.
Yeah.
Whereas the defending seems to have taken a bit more of a passive pick, I would call it. But I
Yeah.
still think these are all solid picks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right here. Now, the Reina choice before would have been an interesting one, but she's been buffed recently, so
Yeah,
things like
there's
her leer comes out faster. It has infinite range now. It blinds almost instantly the moment it's cast, but there have been some bugs with it. Keep that in mind. So sometimes the Reina will throw out the leer, and sometimes it just won't blind. It's rare.
absolutely.
It's rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, I mean, no, it'd be very interesting to see the Reina. I mean, obviously the buffs have made her a lot more stronger and viable. The flashes, that buff of flashes was absolutely needed.
Yeah,
But
it was.
it'll be very interesting now to see how this kind of transfers over.
Seeing only one duelist is an interesting choice, but it's not even lately. We've been seeing a lot of teams going for one duelist and then opting for something like an aggressive initiator. Sky used to be a really common pick, but now, especially with like the nerfs to her pop flashes, we're seeing much more of Fade because she's really versatile as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with the kind of flash nerfs and buffs, I think it's just made the Phoenix 10 times more viable than he would have been in the past.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
kind of a main flash initiator, actually, is what he's kind of transferred over to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said before, these are all very solid picks. I'm kind of excited to see if these chambers and get a lot of good usage from their headhunters.
Now, let's see the buys. We're going to see a choice of 4 headhunters at the start and full abilities. That does make a good amount of sense because, you know, having the trap is quite vital, especially in the early rounds, because on pistol rounds, you'll see attackers wanting to just absolutely rush aside from like one area, but having that trademark and having the slow, just it can help so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially the traps in these kind of early rounds, and even in the rounds in general, they give Chamber this ability to lurk a lot more in defense and even on attack without having to worry too much about the backline.
Yeah.
So preliminary warning that they have pushed here, you know, they could be behind us right now, and it makes it a solid pick all around, no doubt.
Now, hopefully, the attacker chamber remembers to put down his trademark because I do know sometimes, of course, people do forget sometimes, and then it will just lead to your team getting flanked, and that's never a fun time when you're not expecting it.
Absolutely, it's just like ranked all over again. But I think this will be a very good game, and I'm kind of liking the setup I'm seeing already, even just with the defenders. They're playing that tree A to B setup, because at least they know the tight corners and angles. In B, they can hold it down for a lot more. Yep. Whereas A, they need that extra player to just hold down these heavy pushes.
Yep. Now we just wait for the round to begin. just watching them stare at the wall. Everyone's getting ready.
I think my only prediction I can give is that the attackers are going to go for what I'm thinking is a very A heavy presence.
We have an AFK raise.
No.
I think they might have had a computer issue. That's fine. That happens. They're back. Let's go. The round will be starting shortly. We're going to be seeing an aggressive A push, and we can see a smart play from Team Kai. They're mostly stacking A because, of course, Chamber and Brimstone can hold down B site quite well because, of course, Brimstone has mollies, Chamber has his slow. And those smokes, and combined with smokes, it just makes it really hard to push onto site, especially on a pistol round.
Exactly. No one wants to be that guy that runs through the brimstone smoke and just gets instantly like shorted in the face. No one wants to be him.
Absolutely not, no.
But I'm very interested to see if this chamber will take kind of very heavy kind of B long presence, or if he'll just instantly TP out for the rotate.
We'll see. I mean, I'll be
Depends
surprised
how aggressive they play
we,
this.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if we see a teleport for a flank. But we're seeing the Fade lineups again. I really like what Iris does with them. Oh. Now we're just seeing a slow execution, trying to use the boombot to find something, and these little picks.
Oh
Luna's been caught. You have to be careful, and you're gonna get gunned down. That's the first pick for Team A's. And the rest of the team are gonna have to back all the way to the back of sight. The double right click to the head.
Down you go.
Ooh.
Planted.
The trades of the right clicks. Let's see who's gonna
No.
win. Ooh. That is just unfortunate. We can just see sometimes those right clicks, even at point blank, they just won't hit, and the chamber, unfortunately, missing the headhunters. They were not hunting the head; they were hunting body shots.
Yeah, it's you know what? Actually, it was kind of a close round there towards the end. I got excited for a second because that Brimstone CD playing around in smokes, trying to get those right clicks, almost kind of like a little mini shotgun. He was playing around it fairly well, but unfortunately, those just right clicks just couldn't connect.
Scovid, we're seeing a Guardian full shield round 2.
You know what? I
This-
respect this. I respect
do
it. Full
respect
send it.
it. Yeah, because then of course you can. It has a higher rate of fire than the sheriff. It does more damage to the body, and of
Especially
course,
just the
the wallbang.
range it gives as well.
Yeah, it will make it really hard.
Oh,
to
he gets the
fight.
first pick already.
That was fast. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean it's
it
putting in
just
work.
came through. Oh, here we go. Shorty in the Brimstone.
That's one. He wasn't able to get the gun. Oh no.
Oh,
That is so unfortunate. Not quite able to get the Spectre, but
the
at
fake dog
least
passes it. Oh, you just can't capitalize off it.
Spike
that is
planted.
so unfortunate. We can see the last two are trapped in CT and elbow. And all angles are just being locked down. Will Dale be able to get anything? No, unfortunately missing the shots. But playing distance, I like that they're playing distance. They do not want to get just sprayed down by a Spectre.
Yeah, Brim was playing that pretty dangerous, speaking that whilst reloading. So he
Yeah.
was very lucky that unfortunately the shot for Dale just did not connect.
Oh, unfortunately, they just missed their tracking. Phoenix got that kill. That wasn't even Brimstone. Phoenix was sitting on the side waiting and getting that peak. Very
Yeah, I
well
mean, he's
played.
just farming ult points at this point now. He's already halfway to his ult. You know, if they play this slow and they pick up 2 ult orbs, 1 kill, he's already got his ult up, and he gives that heavy side aggression.
I think what they're gonna do is wait for the Fade to also get ult, because we can see 4 out of 7, both of them are so damn close that when they combine their ults, we've seen it in their last game, they just completely shut down their side. They just breach it entirely.
Oh, absolutely. Even 1600 DPI is a good example of using his ult. Fairly smart, you know, he's not just sending it full into mollies and slow orbs to have it destroyed within a second. Oh!
That's the first one. Ooh, Steve Lacey able
he
to get the
fixes
first
it.
pick. I was worried they were gonna get blown up there.
I
I was so worried.
very worried about that spray that the Frenzy would win it.
Saul Goodman sitting just a little bit too far forward, and that's one
Oh!
pick. That's 2 pick. No, that's 3.
I think Steve Lacey just had a hero round to save it.
Standing.
Absolutely, but let's see. Is there going to be a comeback? That's going to be...
Unfortunately
Yes.
not.
Hey, they were on a saver. That's all right. They had their Spectres. They were able to get a few picks, which is the
Absolutely.
big priority.
End of the day, I guess they still got the bomb down, so that's an extra 300 creds for the attackers. That gives them a bit more money to play around with, but, you know, shout out to the Brim. He just had his hero round right there, just shutting those 3 down, just immense pressure.
Now, I'm thinking this is going to be a battle of the hero rounds between Brimstone and Phoenix. What do you think?
Absolutely. But, you know, don't count out the rest of Team Eyes. And, you know,
I absolutely won't.
unfortunately, I can't speak too much for Team Kai because I haven't seen, but yeah, I've
Mm-hmm.
been pretty happy with Team A's as it is in general, just as a general performance.
Yeah, they've been playing really well as a team. Nice wall going across there means they have to push through a much closer area.
Ooh.
Saul Goodman just missing the headhunter shot. They needed that. Oh, wait. They get to rat here. They will not get noticed. That's one. Unfortunately, not able to get the other. They got dejected right at the very end, though.
B.
It's so unfortunate, even with that Fade Trail as well, kind of giving them a preemptive warning.
She's
Oh,
dead. Oh, no. Spaghetti hoops. No.
oh, Brimstone with the ult. Unfortunately, can't connect.
They weren't able to economize off it, and in the end, it just turned out to be a waste. So that's how it goes, unfortunately. Sometimes that's just how it goes. Right now, Econ is not looking good for Team Kai. They might have to go for a saver this time, or are they going to force? It's looking like Spaghetti
It's
Hoops
looking
wants
like a
to force.
force here almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a kind of good play to force here. They obviously don't want to give the attackers that kind of mental momentum to just keep projecting themselves and just win the aim duels. They want to shut it down as quickly as they can and just recover, as many rounds as they can, if not even
You want to
project
play? Let's
themselves.
play.
Yeah.
But interesting setup. They're taking a very more passive set now here.
Yeah. Now, will we will we be seeing the chamber? Are they able to get much off the chamber? Is the question. I mean, chamber is the king of econ.
Absolutely. I think they have a very good standard setup here. I mean, that chamber waiting outside Belong is just waiting for a moment to punish anyone that pushes out.
They're not going to peek V long. For them, it's not worth it to risk it. But
They do. Get
they're
that early,
rotating
though.
to A. They're rotating to A.
Yeah. Oh, but they don't capitalize off that empty B side. They kind of just want to commit to this A push, I think. Oh, no.
Okay.
I think they read it.
There's no one on B right now. They could just go through B. We're seeing it happen live right now.
I think the defenders have realized their mistake now. They're starting to kind of send that Reyna there as a preemptive warning.
Dial is just trying to make their way back, but will it be too late? There's going to be so many people pushing on this. The full team waiting from both sides.
Face your fear!
Oh, Fade ult.
Oh, into a raise nade. You couldn't even hear it coming.
I'll find you.
And just see Util to keep them off that CT as well.
Yeah.
But he gets a lot of marks with that, actually.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they're going to get the plant down. This is going to be a very hard play.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no, the whiff. That's so unfortunate. Saul Goodman is so low right now. Are they able to get anything? No. The crossfire.
You know what? I'll give props to the Rays. They're using that satchel, kind of just threw the brimstone off with that little bit of extra movement they weren't accounting for, and just managed to get him that whiff into a save.
Absolutely, absolutely. Team A's is playing really well again. It's just they are just consistently playing together, and they're currently doing a cult around the spike. You know, you gotta get these. It's the team bonding exercises. At the end of the day, you have to understand.
Exactly. I mean, end of the day, these are all solo signups. You know, you don't really know these people too well unless you've talked with them before. So these team building exercises are always very important.
Oh my god! And
I can only imagine the defenders right now are just anticipating some like heavy push, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, it's the mental game. Honestly, Team A's seem to be so efficient at just these. It's essentially like mental warfare.
Exactly. Oh, I think they're going for a 5-man push here. There's nothing really to hold them except that fade.
This is it's just that slow push. It's just Team Kai have to anticipate it. It must be absolutely nerve-wracking right now. But Team A's are trying to execute on. Let's see what they're able to get. They've got a little scan with the Prowler.
And
they cancelled the
bomb
spike
does not go down.
Okay.
They do get the pick though, Hysteria of the First Blood. So I think they might decide to play around it. Saul Goodman trades it out, but oh my god.
We're now on a 3v3. Maybe the mind games didn't work as well as they thought. Maybe it gave Team Kai more time to prepare.
I think they may have just unfortunately gifted in the bomb as well outside showers.
Yeah. That's going to be a struggle to get back, especially with all of these guys watching it.
Ooh.
There's a raise ult. It could happen. Let's see what they're able to do. They know they've dropped into Cubby.
Oh.
That's one pick. 2 more left.
10 seconds left.
Is that easy thing to save here?
I respect that. You got to keep your econ good. And right now, they're at a solid 4-2. So it's not too much of an impact losing that one round.
Yeah, very unfortunate actually that the attackers kind of stopped planting the bomb. They must have thought that they were going to get pushed off by heavy util, or maybe just didn't trust their teammates to hold down the smoke. But that call, I think, may have unfortunately lost them the round.
I mean, as you're talking about earlier, you're playing with random people, so the trust isn't necessarily there. It can be hard to put your trust in randoms, especially if, let's say you play with like a 3 or a 5 stack often. You have those people you know you can rely on, but when you're playing with randoms, it's not necessarily there.
100%.
There's the chamber ult. Let's see what Saul Goodman's able to get here though.
Ooh. Very passive. He doesn't want to be the one that gets picked off whilst having a chamber ult.
No, it's such a high costing ult that it might not be worth it. That's a
Oh,
chamber
what?
fight. Ooh.
I was fairly confident Sol had that, but I think he may have moved at the last second to throw the shot off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just those little micro adjustments that can screw you over.
Chamber peeks out and gets a pick. Oh,
Hysteria getting 2 in a row, getting the chamber diff. It's now just leaving spaghetti hoops. That's 1 pick from Dial. Are they able to get 2? That's 2. Are they going to find 3? Is that going to be another one coming from Long? No, the Long players are not going to risk peeking it right now because they know that they are being watched.
Rotated.
Fade is gone. Fade's about to
Fade
just
is
get
gone.
that plant down. The question is Raze going to go fight? They could have used their satchels, but now Fade has to go with the 3v1. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough.
It's going to be interesting which angle they play here, because obviously they want to get that 1 pick to change it from a 1v3 straight into a 1v2. But the the defenders making a smart play here, doubling up, but... Oh,
Yeah.
I think they
They're
might give
coming
them
in.
single 1v1s.
Unless they get pushed from all angles, that's what they need to be wary of. Is that going to be
Timing.
the first pick? That's 1.
Oh!
Oh no!
It's very
They
unfortunate.
just whiffed. And the spin. Let's go.
Let them know. I mean, props to Dale this round. They absolutely held down that B side and just really made them reconsider everything.
Yeah, that was just... To them, it just looked like an easy 3k. Their aim was so consistent. Which is really hard when you're doing these kind of tournaments. Because you're playing for so long, you need to have that mental and physical stamina
Oh,
to
completely.
just go through. And
Yeah.
Dale just has it right now.
Absolutely. I mean, I have to say, credit where credit is due for Hysteria as well for getting those opening picks to just open up that side. You know, they're really playing that chamber very aggressive first picks and then TP away.
Are we going to see a fast A short? They're going to get slowed by... They're going to be careful. There's a Brimstone
Fade
smoke.
ult goes
but-
in.
Yeah, they're just going to walk through it. They do not care.
Oh, the Fade counter ults. Hits all of them, I believe.
This is going to be a worry now. There's the Fate.
Oh,
They're not even going to break it. They're already scanned. That's actually a smart play. Don't move your aim if it's already there.
very interesting.
It's now just going to be absolute carnage in
Slaughter
labs.
trades.
Brim needed the heal, but Spaghetti Hoops also incredibly
Oh!
low. That's going to be 1, not able to get the second. Just missing the spray down.
Does he get the timing? Well, he gets the ult.
Oh my god. He's 1 though. I think he's delayed it enough.
No, I don't think so.
Just missed it, unfortunately. I think if they put that ult a little bit out, then they could have gotten the fade as well, but they wanted to cover as much space on both sides.
I'm very unfortunate with that ult. I believe he wanted to push off the ult and get that refired to put into a 1v1 at the best situation, but unfortunately just got too excited and just went instantly for the pick and just got picked off by Lunar.
Yeah, it does take a bit of time. People do forget that you also have to bring your gun out, and sometimes it just takes too long, and then you get timinged.
It's an unfortunate scenario, but for a second there, I believe that I actually really did believe in the 1v3.
Same here. Same here.
But yeah, we're seeing a lot of very mixed plays here this round, though. Or sorry, this game in general, from very heavy aggressions to just slow burning pushes.
I mean, we're seeing the chamber jiggle peaks. Let's see. Will we see a chamber diff?
Asteria's been hitting the shots. I think they're feeling it.
I would never doubt Saul Goodman though. You better call Saul, you know.
Well, I don't know Hysteria. She's sorry, they have just been almost deadly with this thing in these opening picks.
Yeah. There's a Phoenix ult. Are they able
Oh,
to capitalize
timing!
off it? That's some good info though. They now know that there are 2 on site only. The rest of the team is going to push up. Are they able to find much? Luna's playing it safe, actually going for
Oh, the timing!
the timing. They tried to just wait and see how many people they could get, but unfortunately, sometimes you just get timing diffed.
I mean, they still have that Razor to play around with, but I'm not too sure if they want to use it on this round.
That's a good refrag in that
Oh, and
case.
Sage ult back up as well.
30
That's a good
seconds
point.
left.
It's always good having Sage refrag because then,
Oh,
you know, having heals and rests are always really important. But 3 by 1600 DPI. They're gonna
Raise
they're gonna
on 10
retreat
HP.
back, though.
does
That's
he get this though?
worrying.
Player
Oh, the flash!
Spike down A.
That's so unfortunate. Is that gonna be? Are we gonna see an ace here? No,
No,
we are not
unfortunately
gonna see an
not.
ace. We're not gonna see a clutch. The defenders, Team Kai, playing really well together.
Ooh, just I think it might have been a bit of, as we said earlier, unfortunate communication. That Phoenix Flash came out and just blinded the Rays just as the
Yeah.
Sage was speaking. But look, this is a very even match so far. Actually, you were right. It's a battle of the hero rounds. I mean, 10-5, 10-5, 8-7, 8-9. Very even kills the scoreboard.
You know, one thing I just saw was we have Fade on the AWP instead of Chamber. That's gonna be that's an interesting choice.
You know what? I'm excited to see what
Okay.
happens. Oh, so Goodman.
Oh no, they were waiting. Saul has peaked a few too many times, and
Oh, I guess the Chamber ult online.
that's
I think-
worrying, especially considering they're on a save right now. Are they gonna go for a mass teleport here?
Oh, I think they may have read it right as well. There's no one on A. I think Dale's scrambling for it right now to try hold as much as he can.
Yeah,
But you get the Fade ult as well. Oh my god, there's so many ults coming on.
This is going to be so hard for them. They need to try to find a pick, but Dale is going to get picked off instead. And a fight happening on B at the same time. So far, this eco is actually working really well for Team Kai. And we now have Raze going in for the flank.
You know what, actually, I think the attackers might win this one. They have plenty of time to play around with here as well.
They absolutely do. They're waiting. They're not even looking at the flank right now. That is really worrying. Team Kai needs to be careful.
Timing.
Player standing.
Oh,
Ooh, Zero Motivation gets it.
they need to peek together. Remember, Luna
And
has the
it's
AWP.
a
They're
fade
holding
off.
it.
30 seconds left.
Will he get timing?
One enemy remaining.
That's one.
the one.
Are they able to get the second?
Oh!
They almost hit it.
Where are you?
I think he goes straight for
Steve
TP here.
Lacey is running. Steve Lacey is running away. I wouldn't want to risk that either.
Oh. It's very nerve-wracking, actually.
It is. A quick swap to the Vandal. Both.
Oh, Fade Dog. Gets the information.
This is going to be hard because it's so low, and unfortunately for Steve Lacey, getting hit by that Prowler pretty much sealed their fate.
An excited little
They really think
spin
they
as well
can
to give the
win.
end to it. But unfortunately, Lunar did lose the op though to switch out for the Vandal. So I guess on the bright side for the attackers, I take a op out of rotation
For now, at least. I feel like we'll be seeing Saul Goodman using it
very soon.
soon enough, yeah.
But yeah, I think there was a lot that went on that round. Actually, I'm trying to think about it just for a talk afterwards. But I think we saw a Fade ult come online as well as the other ult as well. I'm sorry, I actually can't remember which one it was right now.
You want to play? Let's play.
Ooh, there's a chamber ult. That's
Oh.
worrying. That is worrying. Let's see. What is Hysteria able to do with it, though? It's just this full push through long, but it's smoked off. Are they able to find much off it?
Oh, Brimstone Molly to delay.
There's so much util being thrown out, though. They need to be careful about wasting
Oh.
it. And there's Hysteria able to get the opposing chamber.
Need to push the Brimstone out.
This is really good util coverage. They're covering so much right now, not even giving Brimstone a chance to move away.
I think the unfortunate thing is they suddenly haven't capitalized off it yet. Oh, they're sending it out. Full ults and everything.
Yeah, they just want to secure this
Oh!
round. That's going to be one. Ooh. Oh no.
Last player
The Prowler made it explode just a little bit too early and a little bit too close. You never want that. It's now a 1v5.
flawless.
They on the 1v5. Nah.
That's so hard to deal with. Especially with all that
Last
util
round
being
before
thrown
the
at you.
switch.
Team A's were coordinating so well there.
Yeah, I mean, that was fantastic to execute on the side. I mean, like I said before, Hysteria has been very good with these opening picks, with just getting the first one to open these sites up, as we saw in the Chamber versus Chamber right there. And just the util that they've been using as well to push the defenders into more unfavorable spots. I mean, we had the raise grenade that just blew the fucking Brimstone straight out of his little corner and then instantly hit by the eye.
Yeah.
There's no getting away from it.
We're going to be seeing a split push this time. Just looking for those little picks. Those are always useful. We haven't actually been seeing as much play here. Have you noticed that? Most of the time they've been going through long.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are trying to avoid kind of hookah just because of it's very chokeholdy. I mean,
Yeah,
one
if you
person
get
with a
the
shorty,
spike stuck
one
in
person
there.
with a judge,
Yep.
mollies, slow orbs, everything. It's a nightmare place to be caught in.
It absolutely is. And then, of course, it's walled off right now.
Oh,
Good pick from Dale. That's
it's a
two.
second.
Down A.
Are we going to see 3? He's looking for another, but Phoenix
EP.
is going to run back.
Well, with zero
Ooh.
motivation, trades it out though, 2 for 1.
I wouldn't say zero motivation. I feel like he's kind of motivated right now. Did you see
gets a
that?
turn.
That's 3. 2 HP and a dream right now.
Oh, Saul Goodman does trade it out though, believe me, in a 2v2. Wow.
Now-
Oh, I think they read this perfectly.
In this kind of situation, we'd
30
want to
seconds
be
left.
having Raze at the front, just because when you're on 2 HP, you want to be traded off. You don't want to be the one to die second.
Exactly. I feel like in scenarios like this, you should just be playing your life to your absolutist bait just to get your teammate that's full health to 1v1.
Ooh, are they able to get the plant down? There's a molly stopping Saul Goodman from pushing, but they're
They
going to
hear
push
it.
anyway.
Yeah, they heard the footsteps. They just heard them running straight forward.
Planted.
I mean, you got to respect the attempt, but now it's put Luna in such an awkward situation where they now need
Absolutely.
to clutch up.
I mean, we've seen Lunar win these 1v2s though before.
I mean, yeah, you're right about that, and we have a really low raise as well, so it might make it quite a bit easier.
They still have
Just-
2 dogs as well to clear out info-wise, but
That's true. Are they going
Ray's
to
gonna
get
get
timing?
timing. Yeah.
That crossfire was so good.
Yeah, I mean,
Team
it
A.
was
Switching
perfectly
sides.
played.
Yeah, the coordination was just so good. Now, let's see what they're going to be able to do on defense. When they were playing last time, they locked down sites. They did not let the other team get a chance to hop on. But this time, there's no mid. So, that might be a bit more awkward. I reckon that we're going to see Team A's try to force Team Kai into chokeholds. You know, such as in hookah, in showers, and just make it almost impossible for them to approach onto the site.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said before, in the agent selection, bind is the map for chokeholds right here.
Yeah. The aggressive play from Hysteria, are they able to find it? It's the chamber fight again.
Ooh.
But Hysteria just was not able to get the kill, and instead having to just take 55 damage straight up.
Saul Goodman.
Yeah, Saul Goodman with the godlike aim, able
Oh.
to get the headshot. There's the fight.
Iris gets
getting
two.
Nice, very well played. Running in, 3 by 16
DPI.
DPI. Are they able to find one? No.
Oh, but the Brim comes in. Oh,
It's these coordinated attacks. Both teams do this so well.
absolutely. I mean, you were right as well about the hero plays that we are going to be seeing. I mean, Iris getting those 2 right there just even out and even put pressure on them as well to stop them from planning bomb and take that fight. And just, you know, as we saw as well from the Phoenix, like, he just swung straight out and just did not want to give them bomb plant.
I like how we're seeing both a mix of close range and long range weapons. So of course we have the Marshals and we have the Spectres. So it'll make it really hard for Team Kai to be able to push on.
Absolutely. We've seen Tree by 1600 DPI as well put that Marshall to good use, so I'm excited to see if he whips out another play here.
That's one, but they don't know about Brimstone. Brimstone just chilling in that corner. Instead, just deciding to back off. They don't want to risk it.
Absolutely. After losing the first round, I think Team Kai wants to play it very slow and see if they can want to capitalize off early aggression. The fade teasing it.
Luna's not going to risk it. You do not want to just get body shot and just lose. Because when you're on savers, when you lose people, it's so much more impactful. It's so much harder to make those hero plays, as we've seen before. Because, of course, you only have, like, frenzies or maybe a sheriff at most.
Yeah, this is fantastic lurking, actually, from TK's chamber. Just deep inside A. I think he might get the Brimstone here. He
Why
does.
Brimstone is just standing there. I was really confused. Like, that's like almost a power play. You just stand in front of your enemy with your knife
30
out.
seconds left.
They just simply have no fear. They're not worried.
Yeah.
Oh.
But right now, Team Kai are doing really well on this saver. That's
Whoa.
one for motivation. Are we going to see another throwing out the bomb?
Oh, stops the bomb plant.
That's two. They've got nade again.
They don't have time.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Really
my
well
days.
played. Really well played from Team A's.
Very unfortunate as well, considering the amazing lurk that Saul Goodman just did as well to
Yeah.
get inside A and get that first opening pick for the first blood.
Yeah, absolutely.
But commendants to Zero Motivation, I mean, they just held on side and they actually stopped killing the bomb planter as well and throwing that nade as well to just delay time for every second.
Now, I'm wondering how this is going to go because the snipers are really good, especially when you're on defense, because they can hold up against rifles more. You just have to hit your shots, essentially.
Serious, feeling it.
Oh, aiming just a little bit too low, hitting their feet rather than their heads. Going for the headhunter shots again, not able to get anything. They already used their teleport. You are not able to get away with that again.
Oh.
That could have been two. That was so close.
Spike planted.
Just, I think unfortunately for Hysteria, they just didn't have the confidence to try to go for another chamber shot and they just whipped out their Spectre.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately just guaranteed kill for the enemy team. But
I'm really
Jim
liking
might-
the. Yeah. So right now I'm really liking the plays they're doing. They're going from each side. It's a 3v3 right now. If they're able to economize off this well enough.
Okay,
Nice
reads it.
volley. They now have guns.
Oh, I think that nade might kill.
Remaining.
Sage
does.
is gone.
Oh!
What an
What?
eco. What an eco.
What have I just witnessed?
Are we going to see another Phoenix already?
Launching smoke.
Almost. I think we're almost there.
Oh my.
That was really well played from both sides. Unfortunately, Team A's just started swarming in. That seems to be how they do best when they're on like ecos and stuff. They'll just try to swarm like one or two people, take their guns, and then it lets them basically get the high ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that's a standard kind of eco play as well, as really just to overwhelm that one guy that's overconfident with his Spectre on the buy round after pistol and just see if he can punish his mistake.
Smoke.
But yeah,
Right.
but I think it was a very good commendable play from 16 by 100 DPI. I mean, he just did the damage to Marshall, pushed the Sage out, mollied into the corner, just took the rifle and said it's mine now.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, so now we're just going to see. We've already got a pick. Team A's has already got a pick, but Chamber is
Oh,
really low. That's worrying. Saul Goodman able to get a pick. It's now a 4v4. But with Chamber being low, you have to be careful here. You're now at you're at a much bigger disadvantage. Of course, the other team has Sage to heal.
Saul
but-
is good for another one.
This is really worrying. I mean, we're seeing the aggressive op. They're able to get one. Is that going to be another one? Caught in lamps and the ult. They need to get this. They're going for this round. Are they able to get Chamber? Chamber's going to go right to the ult. He's not. He's waiting.
Unfortunately, I think he may have heard that audio wrong and thought he was pushing heavy lamps.
Oh,
Save the
no.
day.
But I think this is a common kind of reoccurrence we're seeing here. They do get the bomb down, but they just simply can't hold the retake.
I think it's mainly because they're basically starting to fight 5 people rushing in at once. Then if they try to find a pick or two first, it makes it a lot easier. But because it's a 5v5, it makes it a lot harder to defend the spike.
Absolutely. Very unfortunate as well, because Saul Goodman was able to get his one to trade out the kill and then even get another one on top of it after being half HP. So this is a very unfortunate round.
Let's play.
But they're committing the hookah.
Yeah, I mean, it also comes down to map coverage. So sometimes you just get pushed back way too far, and that's going to be a 1-to-1 trade. Ooh, Team A's, they've gotten 2 down, 3
Oh, they're just
down.
gifting it to Hysteria.
I have the spike.
Spaghetti Hoops is going to struggle to get on. They don't want to get hit by the AWP again.
Oh, and with that chamber trip down, you can actually see the Phoenix on the flank as well.
Yep. They're using wallbangs as well. And there's one on elbow. They need to be so careful here. A 2v4 is going to be a struggle, but that's one. Good
Phoenix on that
trade.
flank.
They're just going for these aggressive plays, and they need to. Dale, unfortunately, not able to get the pick. If they're able to get that heal, that would have made it so much easier. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes.
Absolutely. Very commendable efforts from Hysteria as well. Playing pretty much how you should be playing Chamber is a very op-crutch character. I mean, getting your 1 or 2 and then TPing straight out.
Yeah.
Just putting your team in that 5v3 or just 4v3 situation.
Luckily, they've saved the op, so defense will just continue to be quite a bit easier because Chamber on op is a demon, completely different to Jet, where Jet would be able to move to like a confined space. Chamber just gets to go all the way to the back of sight for free.
Exactly. Chamber gets his 1 and just TPs out straight away without being punished unless they're caught by an equal amount of peak. So it's just a very heavily defended character.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dale pops ult here.
Smoke's down. Right here.
It's once again just going for that aggressive A play. The really fast flank. Let's see what they're able to get. Motivation able to take Grim out. Not able to get 2, but Felix is there. Felix is there to support. Dale is so low right now.
I think we may have had an unfortunate Rosa ult in the back lines.
Yep.
Race popped ult, but I don't think he could capitalize off it.
Unfortunately not. They still need to get the spike.
Oh!
What an ult. What an ult. That was a very smart play. Pushing both Reyna and Sage away.
Sage being the ult orb actually does bring her res online now, so they might try to play around it with Lunar's flank.
Okay, going for the res as you were saying before, but Team A still has spike and Reyna ult is offline. This is going to make it quite a bit harder to clutch up, and they're able to take out Phoenix and almost getting Grim, but they accidentally healed instead of dismissing. Team Kai able to get the trade off in the end though. That was a really good flank. Unfortunately, they weren't able to fully capitalize off it. They managed to get quite a few.
It's very interesting that we saw 2 different flanks from 2 different teams right there. I mean, we saw that early aggression by the Raze and the Phoenix to kind of hit the backlines, but then we saw Lunar manage to slip past them and just walked all the way through spawn and got that pick on site to just open it up.
Yeah. I mean, we're still really close, 7-11, but Team Ace have a considerable advantage right now. If they're able to keep that econ up, they can make it really tough for Team Kai.
She wants it.
Hysteria holding such a good angle, holding really close as well.
Especially, I think they saw that peak. Oh, can't connect.
Holding a little bit too close, they had to flick out so far. Really good peak from Team Kai. They're just brute forcing their way onto site this time, and it's working really well. We have a Phoenix on orb, and it was not going to work. Unfortunately, he has no way of getting out.
Dale's feeling it.
He absolutely is. It's now just motivation. 0 motivation left on their own. And we can see that Dale is just going to play off contact from Sage. Spaghetti Hoops just going to wall it off. Not even going to risk it at this point. They're just going to play time. Good jump away. They just want to shift their hurt box as far away from Raze as possible. Make it much harder for Raze to hit a headshot just in case.
Absolutely. I think Raze is going to go for the save here, as you can see by her economy right now. It's 150 creds. I think they want to hold on to that rifle. They have the rounds to play around with as well. Now that's going to be 11-8 after this.
Yeah.
So they have the rounds to play around with. So I think they just hold on for the save. Spaghetti Hoops unfortunately dies this spike. But yeah, it's a very interesting map, even just by util usage. I feel like Team Eyes has had amazing util usage. You saw it there actually when they started pushing out from B long that the Phoenix Molly came down just outside to just kind of stall for as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't burn fast enough to get anyone like a Brim Molly would, but you know, it's still good util usage. You know, sometimes players just don't push through it; they just back off.
Yeah. Oh, we're seeing a Bucky Brim. I'm wondering how this is gonna go.
No!
But keep in mind, the Bucky head does have a much slower rate of fire than the Judge, so they might.
Oh, Lunar!
They weren't even able to get one. Luna just able to swing through, catch the headshot, and continue on to try to get onto site. Hysteria is now fully blind. They need to be careful. Phoenix able
blind.
to.
Wait, what?
Phoenix didn't get the kill. Ray's got the kill. Well,
Oh! I don't think there was much else he could have done there.
like, this is similar to the last one. They're basically just brute forcing their way in. Hysteria holding really close to the angle, but
Oh.
amazing flick. Catching the headshot. It's now a 2v2.
I think the zero motivation may have raised the chamber on their team by an accident. Ooh.
Imagine if they hit that shot there. That would have been blessed.
I believed in it for a second there. I thought that shot was going to connect.
I mean, hey, we're on 9-11 now. It's just creeping closer and closer to being dead even, like it was at the start.
Exactly. Team Kai is starting to claw back the rounds now. I think they're after managing to realize that brute forcing onto these sites is working a lot more effective than just slowly lurking just for one pick and just try to play around it. Then I think they've just simply decided, you know, to hell with it, we'll just brute force our way in. And it's working so far. They've clawed back a lot of rounds.
It is. It really is. And hopefully it will continue to work. We can see Team A's is having to go on an intense saver here. Iris using a Sheriff. Are they able to get those shots like we saw in the last game? It's just waiting.
Just wondering if the timing's going to get them.
You never want to get timing diff. Just instantly destroying the lair. You don't want to risk that. And the plant, they're just, as we said before, they brute force their way on. They got the plant down and now they're just going to hold. Reyna ult has been activated. I'm wondering.
No, Brim ult to push out of showers.
That's a
Sorry,
chamber gone.
lamps.
Yeah, chamber's just gone now.
This is the 5v4. Iris gets one.
Phoenix ult with the Marshal, able to get a pick with the no scope and running in, not checking the corner, but the Judge will take it. There's one more Sage in showers. They're not gonna stick the defuse.
Oh, they're gonna hit the molly and then stick the defuse.
Sage can't do anything. They might as well just save, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Thrifty.
Oh my days. That is
What a
not how I
thrift.
thought that round would go.
No, not at all. Me either.
Match point.
I mean,
But
we saw Phoenix run in with ult and no scope, and then headshot anyway.
yeah, it's a beautiful usage of util from the Brimstone as well. I think it's I'm first try. Yeah, I'm first try. Just using the ult to just force the chamber out of lamps and managing to actually kill him with it, and just putting the team in that 5v4 and then 5v3, 3v2. Like, it's just perfectly played.
I mean, this could be it. If A's are able to close this out, this will just secure their place. What a shot from Saul Goodman. Never mind. Team Kai aren't giving up without a fight. They could win this. They are going to try to keep this as even as possible. There's a double Brimstone Molly and trying to get the plant down, but they're not quite able to get it.
Look at that Brim Molly actually just cuts off any push from Longness to separate the fight with the Brimstone.
It's now just a battle. They're just trying to hold on to Spike as long as possible. They do not want to let Team Kai get it, because if they get it, that will be a struggle. Having this advantage right now, it's a 3v2, but it's still easily winnable because they have control of that Spike.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Kai managed to actually trade it out fairly well to put themselves into a more favorable position. 3v2, they actually have the manpower here now.
They do. They really do. But it is against a Raise and a Fade. This could be awkward.
I do believe the fade on the defender side, Iris has used every last bit of util they have right now. There's nothing further to delay. Oh,
They're
Iris
brute
gets one.
forcing their way on this.
2v. Oh!
That's it.
And the 3v2 to clutch it out.
What a play! Winning the 3v2 with
Oh
no
my.
util. Really well played from both sides.
GG.
Absolutely GG.
That was
Both teams played so well. They were so well coordinated. Alright, thanks for watching that. That game was intense. That was really close, and we saw both teams were employing such good strategies. We saw different changes in strategies from Team Kai going from trying to find little picks to then just trying to brute force their way on, and it was working so well. And then we saw the clutch factor from Team A's. That 3v2, when they had no util, just raw aim to make their way through, was so nice. Scrovid, what did you think?
absolutely, I agree with that. I mean, even just to add to that factor as well, just the util usage from the Ace team as well was perfect. I think the last round really highlighted it there. Just that smoke down on B-Long with the molly, where the Brimstone on the Team Kai had just ran out without anyone else. It just isolated the bomb, which just put them in that favorable position where they could just trade out and just close it out from there. I mean, it was beautiful usage. I actually don't know how further to describe it. You could not play it better.
Yeah, I'm with you here. I'm absolutely with you here. I'm hoping to see more games like that.
Absolutely, but I have to commend. It was a good attempt from Kai. They really had me believing that there was a comeback possible, maybe even overtime as well. I was kind of hoping to see some overtime gameplay.
Overtime would have been lovely.
But yeah, fair dues to Team Eyes. They've been solid from the last map, even to just this map as well. Just a good, solid all-around team, and commendable for whoever is IGLing, and especially 3x1600 DPI. You just took perfect control of it.
Yep.
But thank you all very much for watching.
That was a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun commentating as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
The world we left behind. Baby, can you pray tonight? Baby, can you pray for? Oh, baby, can you pray? 'Cause every time you make time, it's only to the